Hey coin lovers! Welcome to the Worth Old Coins channel, your place to discover the hidden value and rare facts about old coins. In today's video we're revealing the top 2 valuable coins, and one of them might just be in your collection. So don't skip this video, let's find out their real worth. Top 1. The 1978 Elizabeth II 10 pence coin belongs to the first generation of decimal British coinage introduced after the United Kingdom's currency system was modernized in 1971 when pounds, shillings, and pence were replaced by a simple decimal structure of 100 pence to the pound. Struck in copper-nickel alloy, 75% copper and 25% nickel, rather than the traditional silver of earlier pre-decimal florins, the coin combines modern metallurgy with centuries of British numismatic heritage. Each piece has a diameter of 28.5 millimeters, a thickness of roughly 2.5 millimeters, a weight of 11.31 grams, and a milled, reeded edge, giving it a bright silvery appearance and a satisfying heft that distinguished it from smaller denominations of the time. This size and composition remained standard for the large type 10 pence pieces until the United Kingdom reduced the coin's dimensions in 1992. On the obverse, the coin displays the definitive second portrait of Queen Elizabeth II created by sculptor Arnold Machin, which was introduced in 1968 and used on most British decimal coins until 1984. In this elegant effigy, the young Queen faces right, wearing the girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, a personal favorite and a piece of jewelry, often associated with her formal state portraits. Surrounding the image runs the Latin legend Elizabeth II D.G. Reg. F.O.D. 1978, an abbreviated form of Elizabeth II Dei Gratia Regina Fidei Defensor, translating to Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. The date 1978 is incorporated as part of this inscription, clearly identifying the year of mintage. The reverse of the coin features the classic design by Christopher Ironside, adopted for the decimal 10 pence from its debut in 1968 until it was replaced by the crowned lion in 1982. Dominating the field is the lion passant guard ant, a powerful heraldic emblem long associated with the English royal arms. The lion strides proudly to the left with its head turned outward toward the viewer, a symbol of strength, courage, and national sovereignty. Above the design appears the denomination new pence, a wording used between 1968 and 1981 to distinguish the decimal coinage from the old pre-decimal pennies, with the number 10 positioned below the lion to indicate its value of 10 pence, equivalent to 1/10 of a pound sterling. Historically, the 1978 issue reflects a period of transition and modernization for Britain's currency. The decimalization program, completed only 7 years earlier, had already changed everyday transactions, and coins like this 10 pence served as practical ambassadors of the new system. The larger size of these early 10 pence coins mirrored the pre-decimal 2 shilling florin 2, which they were roughly equivalent in value, easing the public's adaptation to decimal currency. The Royal Mint, which by 1978 had relocated much of its production to the modern Llantrisant facility in South Wales, struck many tens of millions of examples to meet circulating demand, ensuring that the 1978 dated coin is readily available to collectors today. For numismatists, the 1978 large type 10 pence is generally considered a common date, so circulated pieces usually carry only their face value. Nevertheless, collectors often seek specimens in brilliant uncirculated or proof-like condition, where the fine detail of the Machin portrait and the heraldic lion remains crisp and lustrous. High-grade examples graded MS 65 or higher can command small premiums, especially when free from the bag marks and surface abrasions typical of mass-circulated copper-nickel coinage. Variety specialists sometimes examine coins for minor die rotations or planchet flaws, though no major recognized errors dominate. The 1978 issue proof versions were not part of the regular annual proof set that year, so the circulation strike is the standard collectible. In summary, the Elizabeth II 10 pence coin of 1978 captures the essence of Britain's early decimal coinage, a harmonious blend of modern industrial minting and centuries-old heraldic symbolism. From its dignified Machin portrait of the young Queen to the proud Lion of England on the reverse, the coin offers a tangible connection to a pivotal moment when the United Kingdom moved decisively into a decimal monetary era while celebrating its enduring royal heritage. Whether encountered bright and uncirculated in a collector's album or lightly worn after decades of everyday use, each 1978 10 pence piece remains a small but eloquent witness to British history and design. Top 2. The 1968 Elizabeth II 10 pence coin occupies a special place in British numismatic history as one of the very first decimal coins released to the public. Issued 3 years before the United Kingdom's full currency conversion of February 1971, it was part of the Advanced Decimal Series introduced to familiarize the public with the new system of 100 pence to the pound circulating alongside the old pounds, shillings and pence for several years. Struck in copper-nickel alloy, 75% copper and 25% nickel. The coin has a bright silver appearance but contains no actual silver, reflecting the modern metallurgical approach of the Royal Mint in the late 1960s. Each piece measures a generous 28.5 millimeters in diameter, about 2.5 millimeters thick, and weighs 11.31 grams, with a milled, reeded edge that both deters clipping and gives the coin a pleasant tactile feel. This large type size matched the pre-decimal florin so that the new 10 pence could circulate interchangeably during the transition years. The obverse bears the elegant first decimal portrait of Queen Elizabeth II by sculptor Arnold Machin, introduced specifically for the forthcoming decimal series, and this youthful effigy the Queen faces right, wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, a piece of jewelry also seen in her official state portraits. Around the rim runs the Latin legend Elizabeth II D.G. Reg. F. D. 1968, the traditional abbreviation of Elizabeth II Dei Gratia Regina Fidei Defensor, meaning Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen Defender of the Faith. The date 1968 forms part of the inscription, clearly identifying the year of mintage and underscoring its status as one of the earliest decimal coins. The reverse showcases the striking heraldic design by Christopher Ironside, chosen for its bold symbolism and clarity. Dominating the field is the lion passant guard ant, a lion striding left with head turned outward, taken from the royal arms of England. The lion embodies strength, courage and sovereignty. Centuries-old emblems of the British crown above the design is the inscription "New Pence," a wording used from 1968 until 1981 to distinguish the decimal denominations from their pre-decimal predecessors, while the number 10 below the lion states its value of 10 new pence, equivalent to 1/10 of a pound sterling. Historically, the 1968 issue reflects a pivotal monetary reform. Though the United Kingdom would not officially adopt decimal currency until 1971, the 10 pence and 5 pence coins of 1968 were released early so the public could become accustomed to their size and value. These coins circulated alongside the shilling and florin, with which they were directly interchangeable, smoothing the nation's transition to a simpler decimal system. The Royal Mint struck tens of millions of pieces at its new facility in Llantrisant, South Wales, which had opened that same year to accommodate the massive output required for decimalization. For collectors today, the 1968 10 new pence is generally considered a common date, and worn examples typically hold only face value. However, coins preserved in brilliant uncirculated or proof-like condition are appreciated for their historical significance and for the crisp detail of the Machin portrait and Ironside lion. High-grade pieces certified at MS 65 or better by modern grading services can command small premiums, especially when free from bag marks and surface abrasions that often mar circulation strikes. Occasional minor die varieties or striking errors, off-center strikes, planchet flaws, or die cracks provide additional interest for specialists, though no major nationally recognized varieties dominate this year. In summary, the Elizabeth II 10 new pence coin of 1968 is more than a simple piece of change. It embodies the forward-looking spirit of Britain's move to decimal currency, the craftsmanship of the newly modernized Royal Mint, and centuries of heraldic tradition represented by the proud Lion of England. Whether discovered bright and uncirculated in a collector's tray or carrying the gentle wear of decades in circulation, every 1968 10 new pence coin stands as a tangible reminder of a transformative moment in the United Kingdom's monetary history and of the enduring reign of Queen Elizabeth II. Thanks for watching my videos. Please subscribe my channel for more videos.